Hey guys, welcome back. I'm super excited to be able to bring back to you my Deck of TBR, my game that helps me choose the books that I'm going to read for this month of January. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the direction my channel is going. If you have not watched it already, my goals for 2025 videos should already be up, and I'll link it up in the cards and down below, whichever side that it happens to be on. I can never remember, but they'll be linked for you guys to go back and watch that, so you know which way my channel is going and direction I want to take us in, and all those things. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be back here with you guys and getting back started. I did not change anything in the rules, so I can link the very first video that walked you through everything. I still have it in my trusty journal back when I first created it. So let me find it and we can do a very brief recap. I need to put in a marker for that, so it'll be easier to do this month to month. There it is. Again, this is from a previous year, so disregard that one. But this is the rules. This is what I refer to every time I create my TBR when I play this game. So let's see. It says any of the aces out of any suit means I bring in all the old cards and shuffle them back in. Any king, this is a random color generator, which I'll go onto the internet, find a color generator, and then choose a book with those colors. A queen of any suit is a mood read. Jacks are picked from my physical TBRs, especially these ones right behind me. That's my 2025 books that are priority reads for that. Jokers, I think there are 2, maybe 3, however many come in a pack of cards, they're all in there. So if I pull one of them, it means it's an extra draw for me. Suits for spades, 2 to a 10. These are just the general, easier prompts to fulfill. The clubs, 2 to 10. These are the more challenging prompts that I find challenging. And for the diamonds, these are physical aspects, you know, the color on the book, one word or in a hard copy, paperback, a type of maybe a weapon on the cover and an animal on the cover, all those types of things. So physical aspects would be there. And then hearts, 2 to 10, of course, that would be the genres. Again, I discussed in that previous video that my genre overall will be romance, and then all the subgenres that I'm interested in from that, I have those updated in my wheels. Again, I have all of my wheels on, it's not going to be too glary, on my phone. I'll try to remember to hit screen recording so that you guys can see it a little bit easier than trying to fight the glare that I have going on with myself. Alright, but everything is on there. I have 2 cats, one that gets really pushy. She's extremely pushy right now because I have 3 bottle feeding, getting to the weaning stage, that I'm taking care of for my mom while they went on vacation. So she's not happy with me, but in general she likes to take claim to things, so I don't have anything up on a board or anything like that. If you've been here, you know how it generally works. So hopefully everything, fingers crossed, everything goes well. I do have in here, I love the multi-tonal egg, and it came with this little dragon back here. I don't know if you can see him, but he's cute. I'll show you guys. I got him for a Christmas, I think last year, year before. I think it was last year, of 2023, and he just hangs out because I've gone definitely into the dragon decor is starting to overtake, which I'm okay with that. Anyways, it's in my egg. It's similar to like people have TBR jars or series jars and things like that. I have all of the series that I want to tackle within here. So these, I'll have one pull from this every month, so I can get caught up and hopefully finish out some series. So I'll do one draw of that. I have two readathons. Went out blank. Two readathons that are year-long. One is the Buzzwordathon, which is my first time participating in that. I'm really, really excited to do that. So I have one book for that. And then the Romanceopoly, I think I'm just going to do it one roll at a time and just choose one. So I think I'm going to do four picks for the Deck of TBR. So four pulls, one series, one Buzzwordathon book, and then one Romanceopoly. So that's 7 books. That's going to be pushing me, but I'm hoping I'm up to the challenge of doing that. Again, on my channel, I do not do punishments for not completing my TBRs, because to me that's just adding stress, and my push forward is being more present and less stress. That's my goals for this upcoming year. So that is that. So I'll have that. I'll pull that one, and then I'll either need to see if Kindle Unlimited has the book, because I don't have any of the newer books up here to my knowledge. I may have Elemental Assassins. I think I have a couple of those from previous hauls, but then I'll have to go from there. So again, I want to be more conscientious of my spending on books and things of that nature for that. I think now that is everything I needed to share with you guys. I can give you a sneak peek if you want, or a peek at, because I don't know how much you guys are into journaling and whatnot, but these, I don't know if it's focusing or not. These are all the series, and then one more page of books that I want to work on this year. I know I'm not going to be able to finish them all out, but I can make a huge dent on all of these series that I started, and then maybe they didn't have the next book out, and I wasn't in a mind to keep up with all of that, but I'm trying to do better about that. So I'm working on that. So back to what you guys came in here for. So kind of wrapping everything up, what's going to happen, so you guys are understanding what's going to take place. So I'm going to go on and shuffle my cards. They're still fairly new. I've used them for about a year, or slightly less, so they're not broken in yet. So they're still very slick and still kind of stiff. But so I know some people want to see the shuffling going on, but I'm not that good to do that in the air. And I'm not that flexible anymore to be able to get my knee up where it needs to be, so you might be able to see it that way. Not good at those, so they are doing that. Do one more shuffle, and then we'll start pulling from the top and see where our January TBR takes us. All right. Okay, so we have a 4 of spades. So these are the easier prompts. Spades. Okay, got it recording. I remembered. Okay, so a book that has the in the title. It can be at the beginning. I'm going to take it as the beginning, in the middle, somewhere on the cover in the title, the word the. So let us take a look at it. So 4 choices of what I could do. So choice 1, this is the Demonologist. It's the extraordinary career of Ed and Lorraine Warren. I absolutely love the Conjuring books. Oh, not Conjuring movies, that whole universe, the Annabelle, Conjuring, all of those. The Nun. So I wanted to read more about it. So this is, I believe, a nonfiction. So this is by Gerald Brittle. So this is one choice. Again, this is The Demon of Brownsville Road by Bob Cranmer and Erica Manfred. So I believe, again, supposed to be, I think, based on a true story style book. So that is, again, has the up there. So choice. This used to be all over BookTube. I'm so far behind in the times, but the Infinity Quartz, I think this is out of a series by Akemi Dawn Bowman. Again, don't really remember a lot about it, but that is a choice. I think it may be kind of a YA adult, maybe sci-fi, fantasy genre. And then the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, I think. I can't remember. I know it's an academia, I think it's a dark academia book. I may start with this one. Again, I may substitute out. I'm glad there were several choices, but I think I'm going to do this one, Dark Academia, and see if I like it. Again, if I don't like it, it's being unhauled and it's moving on to someone who's going to love it more than me. If that happens. Hopefully I'm going to love it. So we shall see. So the Atlas 6, book number 1. Pick number 2 of 5. Okay, this is a 4 of Hearts. Okay, so it is recording. Alright, so romantic suspense. Alright, so I will need to go on Kindle Unlimited and see if I can find one of them. Okay, so this, hopefully you guys can see it. Again, I'll put a picture up on the screen if you can't. So, Storm of Lies by Marilyn Williams. This is a romantic suspense and thriller. And if I enjoy it, this is book 1 out of the series. Just like I need another series, like I need a... But, can't wait. I don't remember a lot about it. I want to go into it since it is kind of a more suspense thriller. I don't want to know a ton about it. But yeah, I can't wait to dive into that book as well. If I can double up prompts, I will definitely do that because, yeah, that will help keep my books that I'm potentially to read, kind of keep it down. And not, again, create stress, create anxiety. So that's pull 2. So let's see what's in store for me for pull number 3. Okay. Another genre pick. Hey, let's see. Genre pick 2. And what do we get? A shifter romance. Shifters. Ooh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Keywords. Alright, so I don't remember if this is supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast retelling or not. This is A Ruin of Roses by K.F. Breen, maybe? Breen. But it says, he has suffered a fate worse than death. We all have a curse put upon us by the Mad King. We are a kingdom locked in time, shifters unable to feel our animals. And he's called, I think, the Dragon Prince. So, yeah, that's awesome. Shifter romance of some type. Fantasy, maybe a romantasy type book dealing with shifters. I am all for that. I love pretty much any shifter that I've done. Cat shifters, wolf shifters, dragon shifters. Pretty much, I think I've read most of them, and I've really enjoyed majority of them, so I cannot wait to dive in and see where the romantasy style is going to take us. Because most of mine have been more contemporary shifter in today's time type of thing, not so much fantastical. So I'm interested in seeing that one. So that was 3 of 5. Our next pull. Alright. So 9 of spades, and this was regular prompts. the in the title again. Okay, so that will be our second one, and I'm not going to re-roll it. Let me do this one. I'm trying not to go too chunky to start off the bat with. So this is The Demon of Brownsville Road. Again, it's a Pittsburgh family's battle with evil in their home. I think it's supposed to be based off a true story. Kind of demons and ghosts and hauntings, that sort of thing, I think is what I'm in for this. So I'd like to read it. I'll see if I enjoy it. If I don't, again, you know the drill. Because for a while I was into that. Again, it's a little bit kind of off, but I don't mind the occasional thriller or suspense type book, maybe that type of horror-esque books, but it's not going to be predominant on my channel anymore. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 4, because we have that one Kindle, so one more, and then we will try to get to the buzzword, and then rolling for the Romanceopoly. Alright, last 5th pick out of the deck. What do we have? 8 of clubs, our first club. And I think those are the more difficult ones. Yep. These are the harder ones. Alright, so here we go. A standalone. Do I have any of those? I don't know. We'll do this one. I think most of Darcy Coates' books are standalones. The Dead of Winter, she's become one of my more favorite kind of thriller, suspense, maybe dabbling a little to the horror. Absolutely been loving her work. I think this would make the 3rd book that I will have read as well. Love it. Alright, so we're going to do Dead of Winter, an isolated setting out in this, looks like winter, which is January in Georgia. It's kind of cold. It's actually wet and kind of chilly, but it's not snowbound. We haven't had that in several years. We hardly ever, but Darcy Coates. So that will be that pick for the last pull for the Deck of TBR. Alright, so for the buzzwordathon, let me flip to that. I made a page in my journal for that. There are 2 different ones. There's the original, just here, and then she's done a cover one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this one yet. We will see how the original goes, but being optimistic, we will see what I do for that. So again, for January, this is Truth and Lies. So truth, liar, lies, lied, those type of words are what are acceptable from her rules that she had talked about in her introduction video, and I'll leave that again linked down below for you guys to check it out if you want to participate in that as well, the buzzwordathon. And the book, which I said there was going to be one that was crossed over, this will be, of course, Storm of Lies. Again, Lies is on the cover, and it also worked out for my Deck of TBR. So right now, instead of 7 books, we are at 6 books for that. And then, so that will be a Kindle Unlimited book for that. For that pick, that was actually very easy. And then we're going to flip you guys around. Again, this is what a page looks like for the Romanceopoly. You have a start, and then I'm sure there has to be a finish somewhere. I haven't looked that close, but I guess you wind your way back down to your starting point to finish it out. Alright, so let me get us flipped around so that we can do our rolls, and you can see what I'm doing, what I'm picking, and all of the good things. Alright, you guys, so I've got you turned around. As you can see, there's my icon that I move. What does it say? Yeah, so book boyfriends, do it better, so go away. That is my icon that I move around. I got that in one of my boxes, book boxes, back in the day. Alright, so I'm only rolling one time and see what space we land on. There are 4 different quadrants. There Frostwood Village. Then there's another quadrant over here somewhere. Blossom Falls, Firefly Camp, and then Amber Heights. So 4 different quadrants that we are going through. Here we go. So it landed on as a bunk. So it landed on a 4. It rolled off screen. Sorry about that, you guys, but move 4 spaces. So we're moving 4. So Crystal Lake, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Pin and Peak Lanes. So we landed on Pin and Peak Lanes. So as you saw, we landed on Pins and Peak Lanes. This is the card that went with it. So it says, read a romance with friends to lovers is the prompt. So the one I chose is kind of a little bit of a stretch, but this is Better Luck Next Time by A.R. Casella and Denise Grover Swank. These are kind of acquaintance. They are sort of friends. It's through their friends, so they're more of acquaintances to lovers, but I will take it. I think that's the only one on my shelves that I have, and again, I'm trying to read down my TBR. So they know each other, they're acquaintances, they're sort of friends through that way. So it's a little bit of tiny a stretch, but I will take it. It's what I got, and we're going to go with that one. Alright, so this is the Romanceopoly pick, the only one that I'm going to do for this one. So that is that. Definitely can tell that I'm rusty because I forgot to do my Dragon Egg pick for the series that I need to continue. So let's get into that and see what we have. So just actually let's give it a good shake and then we'll mix it. And unscrew it. And let's see. It's the first time I've done this, so we shall see. I've got a lot of series in here. Let's see, what do I want to pick? Let's choose. Alright, so these are just series names. I have no idea if I have it right side up. Yeah. What it is. Hopefully it's... So this says Savage Lands. Alright, so that is right over here. I've read the first book. I think there are 4 total. And I'll put it back in because these are going to be long running series that are in here. Alright, so this will be 7 books instead of 8 because I can't count. So this is Wildlands. This is kind of a, I think kind of a futuristic, fae, kind of a fantasy romance, I would say. Kind of more so on the fantasy side than the romance. The romance is there, but I would not call it a romantasy. Let me know if you think it's more romantasy. But right now, it seems like the romance plot is kind of on the back burner, whereas the plot is being driven, is more the focal point. At least in my opinion at the moment. It may change. Who knows? But yeah, Wildlands. This is book 2 from the Savage Land series by Stacey Marie Brown. I started this series at least 2, maybe 3 years ago and still did not finish it. I loved the first book, but then life happened. So we'll add that to my stack. I already did the outro and all of that because I forgot to do that, so I wanted to jump back in and then get you back to the future or the past, however that goes. And then you remember this was Darcy, this was the challenge card for Darcy Coates. Dead of Winter was the pick for that one. That challenge. This was for Spades. I think it would be in the cover. The Demon of Brownsville Road. This was for a shifter romance. This was a heart, 6 of hearts. Ruin of Roses was that pick. For this genre pick, this actually is my double for Buzzwordathon and Deck of TBR. So did for both of them, was with Lies, I believe, for that one. Yeah, maybe it was, yeah, it would have been for that. So doubled up a prompt for that. And then, I can't even remember, it's kind of sad. And then another spade challenge prompt was the first one that had a "the" on the cover, the Atlas 6. So I'm going to have a stand-in card for my, no, this was Romantic Suspense. It was the Kindle book, and I'll just put this one in as a sub. So I believe it's 6 books total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 books. This is the stand-in for the Romantic Suspense. For that, and that was the one that doubled up for the Lies. So Romantic Suspense, and then Buzzword for Lies. So that's how that one did. With that, I am super excited. This is my stack of books. 6 books. It's a challenge for me since I haven't been reading as much, but I'm getting back in the swing of things. Have you read any of these books? Any recommendations of genres that are in the romance category? Any authors you want me to check out, especially if they're on KU? I don't mind looking into those. So any recommendations as well that you've read you think I would enjoy? Leave me those recs, and into my next one. I'll see you later, guys.